All right. I want to welcome everybody to our Getting Start Right call. This should take about 30 minutes, obviously depending on the number of questions you have. But I want to start
Okay.
everyone with going to the Team of Hope site, and it's just simply teamofhope.com, and it will redirect you to this page. This page has the call and presentation schedule. You can see on Sunday night we have a couple calls. Some people don't work Sundays. That's fine. I think both of these are recorded. Yeah, they are. And then Monday night, this call right here was just added for Chad in Florida. This was a convenient time for him, so I just added it to this week's schedule and made it available to people that want to join us, watch and listen. This is a weekly call. It's a Cepeda team call. The Cepedas, if you don't know, are the number one income earners in the company. They have a phenomenal story. He was a highway patrol officer up in New York, and his wife was a professional teacher. They literally were trapped in their jobs, had good jobs, good paying jobs, but they weren't seeing each other. They had no life. They were just working their jobs, no residual income. They had a ceiling. They had a so-called secure job, but no life. And so they got turned on to network marketing. They became very, very successful in it with another company. In fact, I think it was Nu Skin to be exact. And then they realized that that wasn't quite all it was cracked up to be. And they literally left the industry and became consultants to people in the industry and did that for many years. We're making a very decent income doing it. But then they got introduced to Isagenix by one of their coaching clients. And when they found Isagenix, they finally found the right company that was doing everything the right way, in their opinion, which I happen to agree with. Within 5 years, they became number one in the company, which is pretty impressive when you join a company that started in 2002 and you join it, I guess, about 6 years after they've got started, and you catch up and pass everyone in that company for cumulative earnings. That's pretty impressive. They have earned over $20 million with Isagenix in a little over 10 years. And the cool thing is about it, even though they're totally 100% financially free, they invest a lot of time, effort, and money back into their team to help others achieve what they've achieved, the mark of a true leader. So we're really, really pleased to have them as our upline support. And they have the Monday night Zoom meeting every week. At this phase in the business, at this stage, I'm actually the one hosting that for them. And then Wednesday night, they host this themselves, or another one of their millionaire earners host the Wednesday night call. Monday night is more geared to product. Wednesday night is more geared to the business opportunity. So depending on what your prospect's more interested in, Monday night is more of a product-focused call. Wednesday night is more of a business-focused call. Saturdays, we have a special call from Kwang Soo Shim. He is a phenomenal leader. He's built a couple other businesses and done really, really well. He's extremely excited about the international expansion that Isagenix is experiencing and about to experience. And he does a special training every Saturday. I highly encourage all of these calls listed right here. The Cepeda morning calls are really what give our team a unique advantage. We'll cover more about this in a few minutes, but I like to have it on this front page just as just kind of an emphasis. It's the core of everything we do is the morning calls. It creates the right mindset. It creates the right training. So literally within a few weeks, a brand new person will have all the information they need to be a very, very successful in this business. And it's unique, in my opinion, to have the number one income earners in a company have a call that's available to all their people every morning. Now, some of the leaders who have become multimillionaires have also started their own calls and have kind of taken their team to do that. But for the masses, we all plug into that Cepeda morning call. As far as I'm concerned, why reinvent the wheel? Unless Herb and Patty Cepeda ask me to someday take my team and develop my own calls, I'm plugging into theirs. I love them. So here's the schedule of their calls. Monday is set up your week. It's also a recognition day where you recognize people who are achieving different rank advancements and different things that are worthy of being recognized. Tuesday's a great call. It's a product information call where you literally can call and get your questions answered, hear product testimonies. It really will raise your belief level in the product. Wednesday is how to connect and invite people to see the opportunity, get educated, get information. Thursday is one of my favorite calls. It is a Christian-based motivational and inspirational call led by Patty Cepeda on Facebook Live, and a special call-in number on Thursday, a little different than the other days, because Thursday, unlike the other days, is open to everyone. The other calls are limited to just the Cepeda team. And then Friday, If Thursday is not my favorite call, Friday is, but they're close. Friday is the compensation plan day. And when you really understand this Isagenix compensation plan and the way the Cepedas teach to build it, you're going to realize that you've found your home as far as making money goes. Here's a text update, and I encourage Chad right now, do this. Get your phone out and text to 95577. I know that's not a complete phone number, but it's a text code. So if you put that in there, 95577, just like it's a phone number, and then in the body of your text, just text Patty C, just like it says right there, Patty C. That will put you on the Cepeda team text alerts, and then you'll get alerted to the morning calls. You'll get alerted to the Zoom meetings on Monday and Wednesday night, and you'll also get alerted to the Sunday night product overview that Jeremy does every week. It's a phenomenal call where he teaches you about the two basic types of days we have with Isagenix, the shake day and the cleanse day. He does that for about 30 minutes, and then he opens up for 30 minutes of Q&A. So it's a phenomenal call every Sunday night. All those calls, you'll get text alerts if you go to 95577 and text Patty C. Okay, that's a quick start. Now we're going to go to the Getting Started Right. Down here at the bottom of the first page, teamofhope.com. So as you're training your new people in the future, you can plug them into one of the calls I'm doing like this. You can plug them into one of the recordings, or you can do it yourself. You're going to see it's very self-explanatory. It's all right here, all the links right here for you. So Getting Started Right, you just click here. You can actually click over here too if you want to be, they're the same link. It's going to take you this page. And before we go on, I want to pause for just a second, stop our recording. All right, so this is kind of a in-between page. It's very, very important though. So kind of some information. Start your 90-day action plan with Kathy Coover. She's one of the co-founders of the company. And if you come down here to this link at the bottom of number 1, this link will take you to the 90-day action plan of the company. And then it'll show you, depending on what country you're in, you can link into that. You simply text. Again, you're going to have a text code, 88588 here in the United States and Puerto Rico, English, and you're going to text 90-day APEN. That's 90-day action plan English. That's what that stands for. And so if you do that, you'll start getting messages on your text alerts from Kathy Coover. They're phenomenal. Then if you come down a little bit farther, it talks about the 90-day action plan workbook. You can buy one at isatools.com. I recommend that. I did it. Or you can just go download one free off the website, isagenixbusiness.com. Either one works great. Highly recommend you plug into this. It's what we all use, and it's what we teach our team to use. It makes it a very duplicatable business. So again, that's a 90-day action plan. And then it just gives you some helpful hints on how to use the book. So let's go back. Step 2 here is what we talked about earlier, but this is where I really emphasize this on my Getting Started Right. The key to the Cepedas team success is the morning calls. I'm telling you, I've never in my 20-plus year career in this industry been on a team where you're with the number 1 income earner and they are sharing with you everything you need to know every week over and over and over and over and over again. For us, it's not boring because it's kind of new to us every week and we learn some. But can you imagine 10 years doing the same calls day after day after day? But repetition is the key to learning, and they understand that. It's like Vince Lombardi talked to football. You got to get your team doing the basics. That's what they do. That's why they're the champions. So, again, here's a text alert. We've already covered this. The next thing I do want you to do, Chad, is make a note. We don't have to do it right now, but make a note. Come back to besetfreelife.com. I'm going to take you there right now, besetfreelife.com. On this site, you are going to want to come down here where it says members only. All of you on this call, you're going to want to do this. So please make a note in your notebook if you're not doing it while I'm talking, and click on Get Access. And then from here, you're going to register on this site. This is the Cepedas private team site. You have to be a member of their team to get access to the back office of this site. So once you get here, you're going to come down here to register. They'll ask you for your ID number. Within 24 hours on business days, Monday through Friday, they'll check that, they'll verify you're a member, and they'll approve you for registration. You'll then have access to the back office. We'll come back here in just a few minutes. All right, next is the my dog's getting excited too here. So Bill, not only will you and Miles and Gabriel have trouble sleeping in the UK, my dog's gonna have trouble sleeping. All right, these are the two big events in the company. And if you've been in this industry any time at all, you understand the importance of big events. I don't know of anybody who's ever been truly successful in this industry without attending major events and getting their team to events. It's how you duplicate, it's how you grow, it's where big decisions are made. The next one is Celebration in Nashville. For Bill Hunter and Miles and Gabriel over in the UK. Might be a stretch for you guys to come, but I'd highly recommend you figure out a way and earn some money to do it. But if you're going to do it, you need to buy your tickets fairly soon because it will sell out, and I think it's going to sell out fairly soon. So again, as you're going through the Getting Started Right, I've got it right here. Here's the link you can go to. You can also order these in your back office. If you came in with a value pack or an ultimate pack, you have an event coupon. Use that coupon to get that amount off. As a value pack, it's $75 off. As an ultimate pack, it's $100 off the coupon price. So makes your event very, very affordable, as it is already. For what you're going to get from it, they keep it very, very affordable. Next is my favorite event. It's Express University. This is a team event. This is something that Zapatas put on for their team only. Towards the end, if it's not sold out, they do open it up to the whole company. So I recommend you get your tickets fast before they do open up to the whole company, because once they do that, it'll sell out immediately. People that are not on their team, they kind of just keep waiting for opportunities to learn what the Zapatas know. And so once it's open up to the company, those tickets that are remaining will go very, very fast. So I've actually bought a few extra. If you're listening to this recording closer to the event, check with me, see if I still have some. But for those of you that are listening to it live, they're still available. So buy your own. And if you're a leader, buy a couple extra for your team like I did. You'll be glad you did. So if you're listening to this recording and the tickets are already sold out, just get with one of us that know what's going on. We can give you a few Facebook pages to go to where people might have had something come up at the last minute where they can't go. You might be able to transfer and buy their tickets from them. All right, next, this link down here. This is the bottom of the second page you've gone through. It's Getting Started Right Training. Click on this blog, and it will take you to the final steps of Getting Started Right. Let me pause the recording, see if there's any questions yet. All right, here's the last steps of Getting Started Right. As I mentioned in the beginning of today's call, I don't know if I did it before I started recording or not, so I'll just say it again. I always keep a fresh Getting Started Right training here, record it for you to use for yourself and for your new teammates. As I do one new one that's better than the one that's recorded, I'll replace it. Right now, this one right here is a really good one. So if you go here and watch this, it will be a Getting Started Right training I did for a future superstar named Shirley on our team. It's available for you to see. Next is one of the most important links. Now, this link, I got, in all due fairness to the Zapatas and myself, this link wasn't available when I got started. This is a fairly new link. If you go to welcome-to-isagenix.com, it will redirect you to this site right here, which is isagenix.com/welcome. Either one works. For me, it's just easy to remember, welcome-to-isagenix.com. Either one will take you here. So when you go here, there's 3 simple steps. And these are the 3 steps I want to teach everybody on my team to take. If everybody on our team duplicated just these 3 steps, we would have the fastest growing, most successful team in the world. Oh, by the way, we are going to have the fastest, most successful team in the world. So let's start using these 3 steps. Step 1, brand new app, brand new. Just came out at the last event. It's called the ISA Life app. In fact, they announced it at the last event. It didn't come out until about a month ago. It's brand new, and it keeps getting better and better. But this app is great for your customers. It's going to help with your retention tenfold, and it's also going to help you coach your customers. It is a phenomenal app. If you haven't already downloaded it, download it. It's free. It's provided by the company. It's for us that are in the business, but it's also for our customers. So insist that your new customer download the app. Help them download it. Learn how to use it yourself. It is a phenomenal app to help you grow your business and retain your customers. Number 2, one of my favorite things in the world now is the ISA Body Challenge. Now, when I first got in a year ago, I heard people talk about it. It sounded great, but it was just kind of one of those things, say, yeah, someday I'll do it. No. Do this immediately upon sign up a new customer. Get them enrolled in the ISA Body Challenge. There's no cost. It gives them guidelines on how to succeed using the products. It puts them in a community of like-minded people to get support and encouragement and get their questions answered. It is phenomenal. Oh, and by the way, just by completing the IsaBody Challenge, the company gives you a $200 voucher coupon for a purchase of their products. So you can enter 3 of these a year. You can complete 3 of these a year. You don't have to be a superstar. You just have to complete them, do the necessary steps. It's really simple, really simple. The hardest thing, and it's not hard, is write an essay at the end about your experience. And it can be short. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. There's a $25,000 prize to the grand prize winner. So if you want to get serious about it and go for it, there's a decent prize out there. But we all win. Everybody goes through it, gets a $200 coupon. My wife and I both went through it this last session. We're going through our second one right now. And so we both got $200 vouchers. That's $400 of free food from Isagenix. Why not? And I'm telling you, it's a benefit to the customer because, again, it puts them in the right community. It gives them the encouragement, the support they need to really succeed. And that's what we want. People that get in the IsaBody Challenge, the retention rate is 4 times better than people that don't. So that reason alone is a reason to get all your customers in the IsaBody Challenge. How do you get in the IsaBody Challenge? You can do it right here on this page. You can also do it in your back office. But again, these 3 steps are critical to creating duplication on your team. So number 1 is the IsaLife app. You go to the App Store or the Google Play Store, you download it, and then you'll just simply use your username. And don't use your ID number here. Use your username and your password for Isagenix. It'll get you in. And then the IsaBody Challenge, get signed up for that. If you got any questions, get with one of your success coaches. We'll be glad to help you. Those 2 steps are so important. Then the last step, whether you're a customer or whether you're someone who wants to come in and make some money and build a business, is the you share, they share. Our goal is to have every customer get their products paid for. That's our goal. Think about it for a minute. What's your retention rate going to be if your customers are getting great nutritious product for free? Your retention rate is going to be pretty good, right? So we teach them the simple process of you share, they share. We got a little video here we want you to watch. Get good at understanding just this part of the compensation plan. It's really simple. I'll be covering it tonight. Even though tonight is a product emphasis webinar, we always cover the you share, they share because you never want a customer to ever think that they can't afford good nutrition. They can't afford not to have good nutrition. Their health is the most important thing they can invest in, and Isagenix, through the referral marketing program, has allowed people, even customers, to get their products paid for. So watch this. Now, those are the 3 steps right there. Simple, duplicatable, and right there for your review.
Cool.
All right, next thing here, after the 1, 2, 3 and the Isagenix.com.
I can't hear ya.
This little button on this thing, when I accidentally pushed against it, it muted myself. So I don't know how long I've been muted. Hopefully not long. But what I was telling you is the IsaTools app is a must purchase on your end if you're going to build a business, in my opinion. You don't have to do it right away, but I think you'll see the value in it and want to do it. It's only $9.95 for the mobile application of IsaTools app. And then it's another $5 for a total of $14.95 for the mobile app and the desktop version. The IsaTools app, it has all the tools in one place for you. So you don't have to remember to go to isamovies.com or go to my site, teamofhope.com, and find the right video you're looking for. All the tools are right here on the IsaTools app. When you log into the desktop version, you've got, everything you need. It's got a roadmap of what to do. It's got your task. It's got the prospecting over here. So you click on digital media. It's got all the videos. It's got PDFs. It's got images. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing tool. I've been in this industry 20 plus years. For those of you that don't know, I've been the #1 incomer with 4 different companies. Every company I've ever been with, I've gone out and had to either create or purchase outside tools to build my business. With Isagenix, they're provided. This one has a small fee, but I'm telling you, it's so worth it. When somebody goes to one of my apps, watches one of my videos, with this tool, I get notified. So I get a text and an email alert letting me know that I got a prospect I need to follow up with. I highly recommend you get this tool. Go back here. Okay, so that's the IsoTools app. And by the way, my wife, Diane, has become the resident expert on the Cepeda team with the IsoTools app. She has a monthly training. She'll also do a quick one-on-one with you if you need some help. But once a month, she does a training teaching people how to use the app effectively. Those have been recorded, and they're put on the BeSetFreeLife.com site. They're also available on the teamofhope.com site for your review. Next is order some business cards, and why not get a discount? Here's the promo code right here, where instead of paying $40, $45, you can get them for $20. You get 250 cards for $20. I recommend you get the one with your picture. People are less likely to throw away a business card if it's got your picture on there for some reason. Also, they're more likely to remember you. And if they wanted to get in touch with you, they'll more likely do it if you've got your picture on there. There are several different options, but this is one I use front and back, and I like it very much. Got that at isotools.securityshopcart.com. The link's right there for you, and the promo code's right there for you to get your discount. Next, we talked about this earlier, but I want to reemphasize it. Chad, ladies that are watching, and those of you watching the recording, be sure you go to BeSetFreeLife.com. The link is right here. This is very, very important. Get registered. Now, the reason I want you to do that is because this site is a wealth of information. I'm going to log into mine since you're not registered yet. But once you get registered, you'll be able to log in just like this. And then back here, you'll see they got the text alert that you can do right here. I've already told you about that, but it's right here again. And then the new associate guide. You click on Getting Started. And Patty and Herb Cepeda have laid out the 7 steps to success. Now, you got to remember, they used to charge, I think it was like $10,000 to be coached, or maybe it was a lot. They used to charge a lot of money for coaching. They had a coaching business before they got involved in Isagenix. And everything they used to coach their clients, they now teach their team. But it's included. There's no charge for this coaching. You just got to sign up for it. And so number 1 is staying connected to your enroller and making your list. Not only your enroller, but get plugged into the support team. All of you are part of our team. So make sure your enroller, you're on their communication, make sure on ours, make sure on the Cepedas. The better you stay plugged in, the more you're going to succeed. Make sure your team does the same thing. Then make your list. Real basic. But don't assume people know this stuff. Help them make their list. There's a list of how to do that right there, number 1. Number 2, take the products and make your own testimony. Very difficult to get passionate about something if you've never tried it. And I know a couple of you on the phone. I think I've talked to a lot of people lately, but I think one of you didn't like the shakes or whatever. You don't like shakes. You're like, that's okay. We've got 61 products. Find something you love. Get passionate about it. For me, I could get passionate about probably 30 different products that I've tried so far with Isagenix. They're awesome. My wife and I have gotten into working out. We weren't when we first got started with Isagenix, but we released the weight. We felt good. We had energy, and all of a sudden we want to start working out again. It was kind of crazy. We started working out. We started using the performance products. Now I wouldn't be without those performance products. The Nitro before my workout, I'm out working out. People that are in the gym that have been doing it for years, I'm outperforming them. And I'm doing that simply because I've got phenomenal nutrition and products. During the workout, we use the Hydrate. Lemon, lime, orange, grape. And then after the workout, we use a product called Recovery. Now, when we started working out, we started using all those products right away because our training coach, Stan Yago, taught us to do that, and we did. Last Thursday, for the first time, we were out of Recovery, so we didn't have it. We were actually sore, stiff. We hadn't been sore or stiff the whole 6 months we've been working out. But the first time we didn't have Recovery, we realized how much the product was helping us. We didn't really even know it because you just kind of take it for granted because you use it. We kind of knew it was. We told people, hey, we're not even sore stiff like we used to be when we used to work out years ago. Well, Thursday night we were sore and stiff, and so I put a post on my Facebook page that was kind of cute. I said, the doorbell rings, the dog barks, and my wife yells, hooray! And I found out she's yelling hooray because the Recovery product was in the box, and we got some more for our workout tonight. So use some of the products, get passionate about them so you can be as excited about them as we are, and you'll say hooray when your delivery is made. Next is the motivation and training calls in the morning. I think this is the 3rd time I mentioned this. You think it might be important? I think it is. It's the foundation of what makes the Cepeda team the fastest and most profitable group. Number 4, practice the scripts and triads. We have former professional athletes on our team. We have teachers, coaches on our team. You wouldn't go out and try to play a sport, or you wouldn't try to teach a class without going to school and learning what you're going to teach. That's what we do right here. We practice the scripts. We practice the 3-ways calls and get started. You're going to learn as you go here. We're going to teach you as you go. Number 5, how to make $5K in 5 weeks. Now, that sounds great, but not many people are willing to work that hard. And there are no guarantees. But I personally did it. I know others who have done it. It can be done, and it's right there, the game plan on how to do it. And right now, if you plug in and get started, the company has a double rank advancement bonus. So instead of the normal $2,000 in rank advancement bonuses, they got $4,000 on the table. But you got to get started pretty quick on that one. If you're watching this recording, that's a limited time only. Sorry. But they're always running great promotions. See what's going on now. Number 6, build your team and attend events. We mentioned earlier, Celebration. That's the big company event annually. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be in Nashville. Make your plans now. There's a cost, of course, but it's a cost to building your business. So figure out how you're going to make that money through your business and then reinvest it in your business. And then Express University, late October. That is my favorite event of the year, no doubt about it. Then responding to objections. Got the format right there. There's only a few objections, and there are very few in Isagenix. So check those out. Once you learn those, you'll be good to go. So those are the 7 steps. Next, under the new associate guide is scripts and emails. Why reinvent the wheel when you've got people that made $20 million in this business that are giving you their scripts? Now, some of these scripts you might think are a little corny. That's fine. Patty Cepeda will admit that some of them are a little corny, but they work. Fix them to your personality, adjust them a little bit. But the meat of them, keep them the same because they work. All the scripts right here. Again, once you're registered on bcepfreelife.com, you're going to be able to go in here and get access to all this information. And if you're registering today, if it's a business day, tomorrow you should be registered. It's that simple. These scripts are phenomenal. Now, you might be saying, well, I don't really need a script. Hey, I'm guilty of that. I did it for a year. It's just last Monday, I was listening to a call from Patty Cepeda, and I just read the book, Go Pro by Eric Worre, and it was like a light bulb went off. Chuck, sure, you can do this all day long and wing it, but is that what you want to do? Do you want to be doing this yourself, or do you want to teach a team to do it? So use the scripts. Let your team know you're using the scripts. Let your team follow along, watch you use the scripts. They can then use the scripts, and they can do the same thing and teach their team to do the same thing. It's all about duplication. So I'm encouraging all of you to use the scripts. If you ever get me on a 3-way call, I will immediately turn the middle of my book here, and I will go through that script right there. That's what I do. I use a script. I've got it right there with me 24/7. Here's my old notebook. Same script. New notebook. Old notebook. I'm using a script for 3-way calls every time. So if you're on a 3-way call me, you're going to hear the same questions that I asked you when you were on a 3-way call that I'm asking your people. So you can know there's consistency, but they're also going to know what you should be asking when you're doing a 3-way call. I'll run through these questions real quick. I know you're interested. Number 1 on a 3-way call is how well do you know so-and-so? So for instance, I've got Sally and Sue aren't here today, and Kim. And when I did a 3-way call with you, I said, how do you know Shirley? Because Shirley was the one that introduced me to you two. I'd ask, what do you do professionally? I want to get to know a little bit about you. I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm getting people a little confused. I think Kim was the school teacher, if I'm not mistaken. So I learned that about her. I also learned some incredible other things about Kim. And I think I got more excited about Kim than Kim got about Isagenix, but needless to say, we're both in business together. She happens to know people in Korea. I am so excited about that. It makes my head spin still. And if you want to know why we're excited about that, get with the person who invites you. We'll tell you it's not for public knowledge yet. Number 3, I guess you got a video or listen to an audio from Shirley in this case, or whoever it is that did the 3-way call with you. What did you like best? And whatever they say, me too. Now, why can you say me too to whatever they say? Because whatever they liked, I now like. So it's me too. But chances are I liked it too. But if they like the residual income part, me too. If they like the product best, me too. Whatever it is they like, me too. You're just agreeing because you do agree. You want to like what they liked. Number 4, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being I'm not at all interested. By the way, we wouldn't be having this conversation if you were a 1. Number 10 being I'm interested. Let's get signed up. Where do you rank yourself? This just kind of lets you know where the person is, and it helps them voice any concerns they have, any objections, so you can properly address them at this point. Number 5, couple things. Do you mind if I tell you my story real quick? And then you share your story. My story's simple. My story is, my name's Chuck Williams. Uh, my background is corporate America. I used to run businesses for other people. I've been the general manager of other people's businesses since I was 24 years old. Was able to let my wife stay home and raise our children, which is the best occupation in the world, in my opinion, while I was off corporate fighting the battles. Although it came with a lot of stress, a lot of time commitment, and at some points in my career, a lot of travel. Those are things I didn't necessarily like. In fact, I did not like at all. And then later in my career, when I started making a lot of money, I became a target for layoffs and downsizing to replace me with younger people that would get paid half as what I was getting paid to do a job. Those things were very stressful. So I found network marketing. And most recently, I found Isagenix. And it's literally changed my life. First of all, it transformed my body. My body is in better shape today than it's been since I was in college playing baseball and football. I say that with all sincerity. I love the fact that my body's transformed. I feel better. I've got more energy. And I look and feel as good as I did in my early 20s. Are you kidding me? I'm 56 years old. That's amazing. And then the transformation of financial. My wife and I have been the number one income earner with 4 different network marketing companies, but just the industry alone won't get it done. You got to be with the right company. And with Isagenix, we have found the right company. This is a gold standard company. Last year, we did just under $1 billion in sales. And how do I feel about my future? Oh, my future is bullish. It is so bright. Isagenix has not even hardly tapped the global international market. And we happen to be working with a gentleman, and we happen to have a lot of success in that area ourselves. We're going to open up globally for Isagenix, and we're going to help a lot of people make a lot of money in the process. We're going to be able to do what we want, where we want, with who we want, for as long as we want, without ever having to worry about money and without having to worry about medication, because we've got the healthiest products in the world. That's my story real quick. So that's what I share with a brand new person I'm doing through a call with. Then number 6 is anything else you need to see or hear before you're ready to get started. And then you just listen. They're going to let you know what they need. Kim, you remember our call just the other day. You remember exactly what you needed. And we talked about those things, and we were able to get some answers, and you're ready to get signed up. So number 7, is there any reason you wouldn't want to do this for your family? I'd like to help you get started on this journey together. Now, if they're not ready to get enrolled right away and become a customer, that's okay. Your job then, as the person doing the 3-way call, is to get them to the next event. That would be tonight, Monday night. It's our Zoom call. If this was later and Wednesday's the next call, Wednesday. If it's later after Wednesday, it's Saturday with Quang Su. Those are the 3 major events that go on all the time. And then the next thing could be a video, or it could be a 3-way call. But you want to get your prospect to the next event, help them get whatever information they need to make that next step. That's a 3-way call. So you've got your scripts here. You got your 3-way call script I just gave you there. Let's head on back. Let's pause the recording for a second. Okay, so that's a quick overview of the Be Set Free Life. There's more there, but those are the main things. Also on that page, I meant to cover this, Chad. I missed it when I was there. Let me see if I can get there real quick. Yeah, I can. See the daily calls here? The daily calls?
Yeah, I saw that back there.
Okay, they're recorded here. You got your recordings here. You got your Zoom calls and your daily calls recorded right here.
Good.
All right. Next is the teamofhope.com. I think I mentioned this at the beginning of our training today. That's where I keep all the schedule for that coming week. Also, if you go to the right-hand side, like over here on the right, you'll see the blog archive. I wouldn't go back into 2017 or before unless you're just curious, but I would stick to the more current information just so you don't get confused that not much has changed, but all the current stuff in 2018 is current. So I would stick to that, but there's some phenomenal recordings over here, some different training. So if you got a particular thing you're looking for, check it out over here. This John Anderson right here, this exclusive interview with John Anderson, the founder of the company. That's a phenomenal interview. Highly recommend sometime if you're looking to get some information about how the company started and the founder. That is a great interview right there, John Anderson. So anyway, that's on Team of Hope. Last but not least, you all need to go into your back office, isagenix.com, and verify your auto ship is what you want to be. We call it auto replenishment, not auto ship. It just replenishes your needs. You want to do at least 100 BV every 30 days to maximize your compensation plan. And if you do 100 BV every 30 days, nothing flushes on your business. It's pretty cool. So you want to do at least 100 BV. Now you notice I say we recommend setting up your auto replenishment for every 28 days. There's 2 reasons for that. Number 1, if you do 30 days, you might run out of product before you get your new product in. You don't want that to happen, especially if you're working out. You don't want to not have your recovery product. Remember the story earlier. or your shakes or whatever. But more importantly, for those of you that are building a business, if you do every 28 days, the company has a little glitch in the system that they know about and they don't care. They want to benefit you. What happens is all your personal volume counts on your weaker leg and counts towards your cycle bonuses if you do it every 28 days. If you do it every 30 days, all your volume above 100 business volume counts on your weaker leg, but not the 100. So if you do it every 28 days, the system looks, it says, oh, they're already good for the last 30 days. So it takes the whole amount of your order and puts the whole amount on your weaker leg for your next cycle bonus. It's just a little tip we've learned. There was somebody the other day, they had no intention of building a business. They got in and they were doing that. They were doing every 28 days. So all that volume just kept rolling month after month after month on the one leg. And I mean, it was years. And then they finally got serious about the business. They put one customer on the right and one customer on the left, which made them a consultant. At that point, they had accumulated so much volume on the one leg by doing what I just taught you that they cycled, I think it was like 20 times. It was crazy. I heard on the morning call today. It was amazing. So 20 cycles times $54 is over $1,000. And they were just being a customer anyway. So it's just a little tip that can help you make some extra money. While you're in your back office, a few things you want to do. Number one is there's a big purple box. It says become an associate. You want to check that box, watch the compliance video. This company's planning on being around for our children and our children's children. We don't want anybody to mess it up. So we want everybody, in fact, it's mandatory that everybody watch the compliance video before they can become an associate. And then also, while you're back here, there'll be a little form if you're in the United States for your 1099. Really simple, no cost, but get yourself set up as an associate. Next thing is click resources and then manage your website. And there'll be a couple different boxes to choose. There's the default option. I suggest you go with the suggested option. It's got the Transform Your Life video there. It's great. Highly recommend you go with that. And one thing I noticed it's not here, and I don't think I covered anywhere, I need to add it, I'll make a note, is the international sponsorship. When you go into your back office, under orders, there's a place for international sponsorship. If you want to build your business and get credit for business volume that lands on your two teams outside of your market area, you need to have clicked that international box. So like for myself, a decent sized percentage of my business comes from the UK, but in order to receive that volume and get credit for it, I had to pay $49 a year and get an international sponsorship license. It's real easy to do. You go into your back office, you click on product, order product, you'll see the link for international sponsorship. You just sign up for it. It's once a year, $49, but that gives you access to all the business that happens on either your right or left team throughout all of the markets that Isagenix serves. So that completes our Getting Started Right training. You are all properly equipped. It took a little longer than I thought. I apologize for that. Hope this has helped. Let me stop the recording. If you're watching this recording, get back with the person who invites you, and let's get you going up the rank advancement. There is a track to follow. Let's make it happen. God bless you. Oh, wait one more second. Before I stop the recording, I do want to mention there's a very simple process to building this business. Once you go into your back office and set your website up to this, if you use IsaTools, that is the preferred video to use. And I mentioned earlier, that's because you get notified. It just makes it easier. If you're not going to use IsaTools, then I recommend you use the website that comes with your site. So it's going to be your username.isagenix.com, and it should have your Transform Your Life video in the front if you use the suggested button I just mentioned here. That's what I would use, or your IsaTools app to send videos for information to your prospects. Also, another site to use for your prospects is the site that we mentioned earlier, BeSetFreeLife.com. Now, that is Herb and Patty Cepeda's team site, so you are sending them to some other site. That's the reason I like the IsaTools app better. But when I first started building my business, I used the Be Set Free Life site for all my prospects because I really like the video at the top of that website, and it kind of shows them a little glimpse of what's available by being part of the Cepeda team by sending them to that site. So again, either your username.isagenix.com and use the suggested page, which will have the Transform Your Life video on the front page, or use the IsaTools app, which obviously you got to go to your back office and purchase for $14.95 a month or $9.95 a month. and then you download the app off the PlayStation or the App Store, and then you insert the code and you're good to go. That's the ICE Tools app. Or you can use BeSetFreeLife.com. So those are three options, but that's how you want to start exposing your business. Once a person's watched one of those videos, that's when you do the three-way call with your success coach, and then get them on one of the Zoom meetings as one of your next big events. And I'm telling you, those things right there that I just capsulized for you, it might take a little practice. You might need one of us to help you the first few times. But once you've got those simple steps down, that is the exposure. Then it's just a matter of exposing until you get the right people that want to join your team at the right time, and the rest will be history. All right, that's it for the recording. God bless you. Sorry I ran a little bit over, but